In a quiet African village, where the morning sun bathes the land in soft golden light, life begins anew. The birds sing, the river flows, and the villagers stir from their rest. But in the heart of this serenity, stands a young girl named Asa. Alone by the riverbank, she gazes into the water, lost in thought. Her face tells a story of contemplation, of dreams yet unspoken, and a future unknown. Her journey is just beginning. A journey filled with wisdom, mistakes, and second chances. Her story is one of heartache and redemption, of choices made and lessons learned. But above all, it is a reminder that even in the most peaceful moments, the echoes of wisdom are waiting to guide us through the storms of life. Welcome to Echoes of Wisdom. Here, we explore the stories that teach us, transform us, and remind us of the power of growth. Join me, as we follow Asa's journey and the wisdom she uncovers along the way. Welcome to Amaif village, a bustling village in Africa, full of life. Asa, a teenage girl in her late teens, walks through the busy market. She is charismatic, laughing with young men and occasionally turning her head to wink at the older men around her. Asa enjoys the attention and is oblivious to the consequences. Asa was full of life, confident, and playful. She had a beauty that made men of all ages turn their heads. The young men admired her, and the older ones, well, they saw her as something to desire. But Asa didn't understand the dangers of her actions. She loved the attention, the flattery, and the thrill of being desired. As Asa flirts with a young man at the market, her father, a man in his late 50s, watches from a distance. He walks toward her, his face filled with worry. He said to her, "Asa, come here. We need to talk." Asa rolls her eyes, still smiling. Asa said, "Not now, Dad. I'm busy." Her father said, "You're busy, Asa, I'm worried about you. You think this is fun, but it will ruin you. These men don't care about you. They'll only hurt you." Asa dismisses her father's words with a wave. Asa said, "Dad, relax. I know what I'm doing. I'm just enjoying life. No harm done." Her father said, "You're still young. You don't understand what you're doing. One day, you'll regret it." Asa laughs and walks away, clearly unconcerned, as her father watches her with a deep sigh, feeling helpless. Asa sits in the living room, her mother, a woman, sits nearby, watching her with concern. Asa's mother has seen this behavior before in other girls and is afraid for her daughter. Her mother asked, "Asa, can we talk?" Asa said, "Sure, Mom, what's up?" Her mother softly said, "I've seen how you behave around those men. It worries me. You need to focus on your future, not the attention of men. You're a young girl, and if you're not careful, you'll end up alone and regretful." Asa looks up, slightly annoyed, but tries to hide it. "Asa, Mom, don't worry about me. I'm not like those other girls. I'm in control, nothing's going to happen." Her mother said, "I've seen how these things go. I know you think it's harmless, but those men will hurt you. You don't want to be one of those women who gets left behind with nothing to show for it." Asa laughed and said, "Mom, relax. I'm not going to get hurt. I'll be fine. I've got everything under control." Her mother watches her with deep concern but says no more. Asa leaves the room, brushing off her mother's words. Asa and her best friend Amaka sat under a tree in the village square and was having a discussion when her friends started advising her. Amaka said, Asa, I've been thinking about what you're doing. I know you think it's all fun, but it's not. These men are married. What if one of their wives finds out? What if you get hurt? Asa laughed and said, Amaka, you're overthinking this. They're the ones coming after me, not the other way around. Seriously, but you could get pregnant. Are you ready for that? Is that what you want? Asa's expression changes for a moment, but she quickly brushes it off. Asa, pregnancy? I'm not stupid. I know how to avoid that. It won't happen. Amaka shakes her head, unconvinced, but Asa brushes her off. I just don't want to see you get hurt. Asa smiles, but it's clear she hasn't taken Amaka's words to heart. She continues with her carefree attitude. Asa walks into a clinic a few weeks later, her hands trembling. She sits down in front of a doctor, who gives her the news she didn't expect. The doctor said, well, Asa, the test is positive. You're pregnant. Asa's face goes pale. She stares at the doctor in disbelief. She screamed. What? No, this can't be happening. I didn't plan this. The doctor speaks gently but firmly. Doctor, it's true. You need to decide what to do next. Asa begins to panic, feeling trapped. She said, I don't want this. I can't have a baby. Please, do something. I can't raise a child. The doctor explains her options. Asa decides to attempt an abortion, but when she tries, the procedure fails. The doctor informs her that the pregnancy will continue. Asa in a hospital bed, in labor. Her pain is real, but there's no love in her eyes for the child. After giving birth, she holds the baby briefly, but her face shows no attachment. She whispered to herself, I didn't want this. I can't keep you. She looks at the baby with indifference and walks away from the crib, leaving her son alone in the hospital room. A nurse enters and finds the baby abandoned. Few years later she got married to a wealthy man, living in a large home. But despite the outward appearances, there is no happiness. Asa's in-laws constantly make cruel remarks about her inability to have children. Her husband's family said, Asa, still no children? You've been married for years now. How are we supposed to carry on the family name? Asa tries to laugh it off, but the pain is clear in her eyes. The mockery cuts deep, and she silently weeps later that night, alone in her room. Asa thinking deeply to herself and said, I should have kept him. I could have had a family. Why didn't I listen? Asa's husband, became frustrated by the pressure from his family, tells Asa he is kicking her out. Their relationship is over. Her husband said, I've had enough. You're useless to me. You can't give me children, and I'm done pretending that everything is fine. I'm throwing you out. Asa stands in shock, unable to believe her ears. She gathers her things in a daze, her life falling apart in an instant. Her husband's family threw her out and warned her never to come back again. Asa now lives in a small mud hut, with a leaking roof. Her life is a series of broken dreams, and she cries herself to sleep at night. Years past, she became the shadow of herself and gets older faster due to what she has been through, and her life became a constant reminder of her mistakes. She cried at night, her heart broken by her own choices. Her mind often wandered back to the baby boy she had abandoned, and she wished she could go back and undo everything. One evening, Asa looks out the window at the setting sun. She wipes her tears, standing up with renewed determination. She said to herself, I have to find him. I can't live like this anymore. I need to make things right. At least I can beg him for forgiveness even if he refuses to listen to me. Asa travels from hospital to hospital, asking for information about her son. One nurse finally agrees to help her. The old nurse said to her, "Yes, I remember your son. After you left him, he was put up for adoption. He grew up to be someone very important." Asa is stunned, but the nurse tells her that her son is now a successful politician. Asa begins her search, determined to find him. Asa and the nurse stared nervously in front of a large, beautiful house. She knocks on the door, and a man opens it. It's her son, all grown up. Asa nervously said, "I'm looking for my son. His name is Uzo." Her son looks at her in disbelief, then steps forward with a calm smile. Her son said to her, "Mom, I've been waiting for this day. I've always wondered where you went. You gave me life, and now I want to take care of you." Asa is overwhelmed with emotion as she is embraced by her son. Asa is now living comfortably in a beautiful house, built for her by her son. She is no longer alone, and the pain of her past is slowly healing. Asa's journey was long and painful, filled with regret and sorrow. But in the end, love and forgiveness gave her a second chance. Her son built her a new life, and she found peace. Asa's journey wasn't just about mistakes, it was about the strength to rise from them. From the weight of her regrets to the joy of redemption, she found a path to healing, and so can we all. Her story is a powerful reminder that no matter how far we fall, we always have the power to get back up, rebuild, and find our way to peace. If you've ever struggled, felt lost, or wondered if redemption is possible, Asa's story is for you. It's a reminder that the toughest battles often lead to the most beautiful transformations. So, what's your story? What's stopping you from making the change you need? Remember, life is full of second chances if we're brave enough to embrace them. If you found inspiration in Asa's journey, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more stories that will move and inspire you. Share your thoughts in the comments below. What part of Asa's story resonated with you the most? And remember, redemption is just a step away. Keep searching, keep growing, and keep believing in the power of change. See you in the next video.